I wind up going to Asian import stores maybe once, twice a month, and I don't mind spending a bit of money, because there's always cool stuff, but today we have a bit of a shocker. If you pay attention to the price tags, you already know what I'm talking about. 8 quid for 3 mini tubes of Pringles. I'm consoling myself with the fact that someone is currently selling this for £13 on eBay, so I suppose this is a bargain. I've never had Mentaiko on its own, only in things. We'll have to see if I recognize the flavor. £2.60 each. Each one is more expensive than a full tube. Wait, they're baby-sized. What's going on here? It looks much rougher than a normal Pringle, and I see a lot of flavoring powder on it, which is good. Hold on, let me try a few. Mostly just salt with a subtle savory flavor, the slightest hint of fishiness. I'm gonna go ahead and say that purchase was a mistake, but at least now we know. Definitely not getting any of that chili marinade flavor. I'm sure this slightly intimidating looking snack will have a lot more flavor. I don't mean to be obscene, but I'm reminded slightly of butt cheeks. The handy stick is, of course, already covered in sauce. This is going to be a messy one. Have a bad feeling it's going to be real chewy. I have to eat my words. That is surprisingly meaty and tender. The flavor, though, is a problem for me. The flesh itself has a slightly fishy, sweet crabstick taste, while the marinade, which I expected to be spicy but isn't, is quite citrusy, and it all comes together to taste like lemon drizzle pound cake, with a hint of the sea. Very freaky and not for me at all. Let's wash the taste of that out of my mouth with some salty lychee Mentos drink. I actually picked this one up in Wrocław, Poland. A perfect fit, or maybe a little bit too full. It's pretty cool how the jelly stays suspended. The fragrance was nice, just smells like lychee, but when you taste it, it's almost like pre-chewed chewing gum, like the flavor's worn out and there's a strange rubbery tone. The chewy pieces being so small is a bit off-putting, but they are very chewy. And while I'm not picking out saltiness exactly, there is something in that ballpark, and it isn't good. Alright Calbee, you've got to save us from disappointment. I've never had a snack from this brand that hasn't been at least pretty good. And how can you mess up potato chips? Oh wait, Pringles just showed us. Such a specific flavor. Ooh, it smells great. Same smell as when you get a black bean sauce dish from the takeaway. Very, very sweet, maybe a touch too sweet, but they nailed the black bean sauce flavor. There's an oiliness that brings to mind stir fry, and a generic little touch of seafood. Can't say I'm picking out razor clam specifically, nor do I think I'd be able to. The black bean sauce flavor is so spot on that I'm craving green capsicum. Yeah, these are nice, and the texture is more substantial than you'd think despite the thin cut. I know that there are adults who watch My Little Pony, but I am not one of them. I was just drawn in by the crazy bag. There is zero chance of it looking like that. I recognize Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie. Don't know the others though. Make sure you wear a helmet to throw this away, I guess. Stewed bone soup sounds good. Fried meat paste, yeah. Braised grease. Definitely breaking out Google Lens for this one. This'll be the tofu skin. Some bean sprouts, of course. Maybe it's because I'm an American, but I wouldn't call this a huge amount. The art makes it look like chocolate chip cookies. Oh wow, I guess they're not playing with the spice. The main ingredient, the noodles. Cilantro and green onion. Luckily, I don't have the soap gene. Here's the bone broth that's gonna form the rich base. And lastly, sweetened vinegar sauce. Just like the spice, this one has a warning too. As per the instructions, you pre-cook these. That's the bone broth. You also add the vinegar at the start. As well as the meat sauce and the chili. That's a lot of chili. After it's boiled, we add the bean curd and the other packets. This has a very potent hot and sour smell with a meaty richness. Let's go for some of the skin first, which will have sucked up all that flavor. Legitimately hot, sour, tangy, salty, meaty, with an intense cilantro aftertaste. Too much vinegar for my taste. I'd add it carefully at the end next time. Let's get a bundle of all the other stuff. There's just too much going on. It's like there's two soups at the same time. There's a hot and sour, and then there's something else that's nice going on with the meat sauce and the cilantro. If you're more careful with not adding all of the ingredients, I'm sure you could get a better outcome. But that's going to be hard to pull off when they want you to add the chili and the vinegar right at the start, before you've ever tasted it. I think the bean sprouts are preserved in salt water as well. They're blowing out the flavor. If you get this, my advice would be, start with 1/3 of the chili powder, dry off the bean sprouts before adding them, and add the vinegar to taste at the end. Dumping everything in makes a bit of a flavor bomb mess, but there is potential. I see that little bear Kumamon, I buy. Simple as that. What this is konjac made to be like warabi mochi. This isn't the traditional sweet you may have seen from Japan. It's a healthier version. There he is, it's the little man. He's easily the best local mascot. Oh yeah, I kept this in the fridge, by the way. This is Kuramitsu, a brown sugar syrup. And this is Kanako, ground soybean. And yes, it is quite savory. This goo brick, as you can see, is the Mochikon itself. And there's also a free weapon. It actually looks pretty hardcore. There's a special way to unwrap this, but I incorrectly thought scissors would be easier. You have to slice it into cubes yourself. They'll be much easier to deal with once they're coated in the flour. Might be worth patting off the Mochikon so the soy isn't moistened as much. You can see how the syrup runs off it. Don't worry, that's supposed to happen, and I think it looks pretty neat. Alright, ready to go. I think next time I'd put the powders separate and dip them one by one. Squishy, but only a little bit chewy. This is a very classic, savory, sweet flavor. Hits the spot almost in the same way salty fries in a soft drink does, but the sweet is sweeter and the savory is earthier. Beautiful combo every time. But that's all for now. More misses than hits today, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Do you like traditional Japanese sweets? Or would you like to try them if you haven't? Let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Super Yummy Munchie Cat.